Hi guys, in today's review we'll be looking at some Rapid Trains UK rolling stock, and this one is on the South Eastern Chatham Railway 7 plank open wagon, and the product code for this is 907002. The number of the wagon is 16194 and it's in the South Eastern Chatham Railway grey. This is my first Rapid rolling stock. I do have a few locomotives by them and they are fantastic, well made. So I thought I'd have a look at their rolling stock and see if they're worth the money and are they any good. So let's find out, shall we? Starting off at the front or the back of the truck, depending on your preference, we do get the South East and Chatham Railway style buffers that they have on their locomotives. They're also on their trucks too. They're not sprung, but I think they are metal. We also get a small tension lock coupling as well. There is a hook there separately applied, but you've got no links to add to it. And the buffer beam itself is in this grey livery like the truck. Moving on up, we do have some bracing and some rivets, which I guess would be metal in real life. And then we have 7 planks. This is the 7 plank version of the Rapid model they do. And again, it's in the grey of the South Eastern Chatham Railway. There's not much really to look about, but there's quite a lot of detail if you look closely enough, like rivets just coming out a little bit more. And the wood effect is quite nice actually as well. Moving on to the side of the truck, both sides of the truck to me are exactly the same. In the centre, we do have this drop down bit where the coal or whatever's in the wagon will come out. And that has a lot of detail, a little bit moulded, but a lot of detail there. I think there's chains there, I think there's a lock as well. Like I said before, the livery of this wagon is in the South Eastern Chatham Railway grey, and you've got the initials on the side there with the SE one side and the CR the other side. There's also some more printed stuff down below on the sole bar, I want to call it. I think it says 12 tonnes on one side, below the CR and below the SE we have the number of this truck, which is 16194, if I have that correct. Again, you can see some hinges as well in the centre, which is great. As we move on down, we do have metal wheels. I'm not sure what type of wheels these are, but they are metal. And then we have some bracing and stuff as well, and a handbrake as well, which is in a different position to other manufacturers' models. And we also have the axle boxes as well in black. As we move on now to do an aerial view on top of this pre-grouping wagon, there's not really much to say in there. You get the wood effect, like a brown wood effect. There is also planks in there, obviously, which are brown. A few wood effects in there, a few rivets as well. There's not really much to say, but it's there and it looks nice as well. And finally, as we do an underneath look at this wagon, again, you can see the South East and Chatham Railway buffers type they have from this angle. You can also see it has a small NEM coupling as well, which is great, and it should be level. We also have some underframe detail, quite a lot. You see some springs in the centre, some bracing as well for the brakes. You can also see the wood again in black the other side. Again, there's some metal work as well. And you can also see the metal wheels that have metal axles going across, which all look the part to me. It's highly detailed underneath, but are you going to see it often? I don't know. So yeah guys, that's the end of the review and running session. Before I give my opinion, I'll show you what train was pulling it, or locomotive, and that is the Bachmann C-Class in the South Eastern Chatham Railway livery. It's quite a nice model. And it just had a random rolling stock with it. Just all sorts, and then it had a LSWR brake van, because that's the only sort of pre-grouping brake van I have. So yeah, I paid £28.85 from Kerno Model Shop for the Wagon, and for me it's not too bad compared to some prices I've seen rolling stock go for. It is highly detailed, it all looks correct to me. It's nice to see some pre-grouping stuff come through, but on the other hand, I've got to be honest here, on the other hand, when you look at people like, well, mainly Oxford Rail and their Great Eastern van, covered van, and the banana van they can release, and even the Bass wagon that I have just there, when you think they're all new tooled as well, and they were, well, the Bass van was less than a tenner brand new, and the Great Eastern vans and the banana vans I think are £15, and they're all new tooled, and they're all made of plastic, a lot like the Rapido one there is full of plastic. But with the Great Eastern van, you do get some details to add yourself. And with this, you get nothing. And like I said, £28 is the max for me for rolling stock of like good stuff. It is literally the max for me. But saying that, I would probably buy another one. And if you look to the side, I probably have bought another one. That's the 5-plank version. It's a max for me, £28. The hobby is getting a little silly in prices, but that's the way of the world. I would recommend these to southern people, or people who have preserved railways, because I believe one's on the Bluebell Railway, if I've got that correct, one of these wagons are. So it appeals to quite a lot of people. Then we do preserved stuff, then we model the Bluebell, then we model the southern. I think Rapido in several liveries, from pre-grouping to preserved, in between like BR and Southern and all the rest like that as well. And in some cases, depending on what version you get, you do get some detail parts to add yourself correct for the period. At least Rapido have gone to that sort of trouble. So yeah guys, that was my honest opinion on the 7-plank South Eastern Chatham Railway by Rapido UK. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope I see you in the next one. Please take care.